Alright, gentlemen, today we're going to look a little bit more at our lines in a plane, specifically parallel and perpendicular lines to given lines or given points. So first we're going to start with our formula for slope review. We went over this the other day. Y2 minus y1 is x over x2 minus x1, or change in y over change in x. Then we have here our point slope equation of a line. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1, where x1, y1 is a point on the line, any point on the line, and m is our slope. We also have our slope-intercept form, which is the one you guys probably are very familiar with, mx plus b, where the plus b is my y-intercept, meaning 0, comma b, the x value is 0. The y value of that point is b, the y-intercept, and m is my slope again. And just as we talked about last class, parallel lines have equal slope and perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes of each other. So I'll look at the first two examples, and then the other 6 are for you to do after the video. Okay, so first we look at the equation of a line that passes through 2 points. These are my 2 points, 2, 6, and 3, negative 1. Before I do anything else, if I don't have any line to go off of, I need to find the slope between those 2 points. That's very vital, right? Both of our equations of lines need slope. So we start with my formula, change in y over change in x. And for us, negative 1 minus 6. And then we have 3 minus 2. When we do that subtraction, we get negative 7 over 1, which is just negative 7. So now we have our slope. We can write the equation of a line in either way, highlighted in orange above. Either way. What's easier? Well, I have 2 points here. I can pick either point. I could try to work to get the y-intercept, but why would I do that if I can just write the equation of a line just like that from the first point? 2, 6, I plug in my 2 for my x1, plug in my 6 for my y1, and there's my slope is negative 7, and I'm done. There's the equation of a line. If you use the other point, you would have y minus a negative 1 is equal to negative 7 times x minus 3, or just y plus 1 is equal to negative 7 times x minus 3. Both of those two equations are the same line. The only difference is they are from the point of view of different points on the line, but they are exactly the same line. For number 2, it says find the equation of a line that's parallel to that given line. So no matter what we give you, you got to find, when I'm asking for parallel or perpendicular, you first got to ask, well, what does it mean to be parallel? Parallel lines have the same slope, so my m is just negative 7. It stays the same. Then I would write the equation of a line. That's not our answer. We want the equation of a line that goes through the point negative 5, 4. So we write our equation y minus 4, plugged in my y1, is equal to negative 7 times x minus a negative 5, which is my x1, so that just becomes x plus 5. And there's our equation. I'm doing all point slope equation of a line because I'm dealing with all points here. I could rewrite it in slope-intercept. How would I do that if I wanted to, right? If the directions say write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form, meaning mx plus b form, well, first I would distribute my negative 7. I get y minus 4 is equal to negative 7x minus 35. Add 4 to both sides. And there is my y is equal to negative 7x minus 31. Slope is negative 7, and my y-intercept is negative 31. So I could write it that way. If the directions asked for that, you could definitely do that. And we look so these are my 2 answers. And again, these are the same line. It's the exact same line. It's just one on the left in blue is from the point of view of a point on the line and the slope. The one on the right in green is from the point of view of the y-intercept and the slope. But they are the same line. If you would graph those two, you'd get the exact same line. As a side note, if I was asking for the equation of a line that's perpendicular to the line from number 1 through the point negative 5, 4, you would do all the same steps, except my slope, instead of being negative 7, would be negative reciprocal. So you negate negative 7, so it becomes positive 7, and then you flip it. So 1/7. And there's that would be the slope of a perpendicular line. And then you would do the same steps. The 5 and the 4 would go in the same spot. And then if you wanted to write it in slope-intercept form, you'd have the same thing where you distribute the -7 and add over the 4. So all the steps are the same. It's just a matter of knowing parallel versus perpendicular. Okay, gentlemen, good luck with the other 6.